one of the trends is to develop a comprehensive sustainability strategic plan for our campuses, in which we've developed a baseline, quantitative baselines on how much energy we use, how much water we use, what we consume, how we consume it, and how much we dispose of, and so on, how efficient our buildings are. And so with that in mind, we can then use that baseline to then set goals and develop comprehensive plans to achieve those goals over time. Now, mind you, they're not all quantitative goals too. We also have conceptual goals, such as how do we deal with, and this is a common problem here where we are today in Singapore, how do we cope with and manage stormwater runoff. So that's an example where it's both quantitative in nature and understanding runoff rates and quantities of water, and at the same time conceptual in nature in how do we develop a plan by which to manage the water, both as it comes onto campus as it goes off campus. I would say is the risk associated with innovation and sustainability, is that we're taking common everyday problems and we're challenging people to reimagine on how we think about, how we frame, conceptualize, solve these problems. And it may call for behavior change. It may call for new technology that hasn't been tested for more than 2 years. It may call for eliminating something from a campus. So it's the risk and the cultural change involved in responding to these everyday challenges, I would say, is the primary challenge that we confront. And I would say there's still very few primary examples as to where this has been successful. I think there's many pilot examples as to where some campuses are attempting to have specific requirements for students, for all students, regardless of what you're studying. There are capstone courses that may apply to specific degree programs that teach about sustainability, innovation, comprehensive, complex problem solving. But I would say we're still in the early stages of demonstrating on how higher education as a whole can truly determine what those competencies are for the next generation of students to live in this global society that needs to tackle the challenges of sustainability. I would say the culture of sustainability is emerging around specific, almost targeted behavior, desired behavior. I wouldn't say that it's just an ethos of at least my campus quite yet, but it's certainly a goal for it to become an ethos in time. We have to be very well versed and poised on how to do stakeholder engagement that cuts horizontally and vertically across a university. So we have to be very comfortable being the jack of all trades versus the expert at any one topical area. So therein lies the fascinating and emerging role of a sustainability professional on the campus, because we become the networker. We're the node between all of these different stakeholders on a campus.